This is a bean to cup on-demand machine.
Okay.
You're going to start videoing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go over the front controls of the machine as you see it, and you're going to push all the buttons. I'm not doing
Yeah,
anything.
I'll be pushing that. So, okay.
So as you see the machine, customer walks up, touch to begin. So you want to touch.
Touch to begin.
So as soon as you do that, it takes you to the menu. Okay.
Okay, that's the menu. Okay.
So customer makes a selection. Go ahead and make a selection. Let's make a drink right off the bat.
Okay, let's say hot chocolate.
Okay.
I
Now-
need the small, so it's already set there.
So now you need to place your cup. You need to put a cup under it, a small cup.
Goes further or just
Basically right on the
oh, right here. Okay.
press start.
So if we do not put the cup down there, it will not start.
No, it'll make a mess.
Oh, it will stop. Oh, it will stop automatic. Okay, perfect.
I mean, we're telling the customer what to do if they don't do it and they push the button. It's going to make a hell of a mess. So,
Okay, it's all good?
yeah.
Done?
Yeah,
Okay.
now it's done. Goes back to the make your selection for the next drink.
Okay.
I'm going to make a coffee.
Coffee.
Just so as you see, house blend, decaf, dark roast, that's what's in the bins. House blend, decaf, dark roast. So you don't need to put labels on there. What you see
right
here is right there.
Please stop.
Yeah. What you see here, your other drinks, cafe mocha, French vanilla, some of these are mixed drinks where it mixes powder and coffee. I'm going to make one that's mixed. I'm going to make a cafe mocha, small. It's going to mix coffee and hot chocolate together. So right now it's grinding coffee.
Yeah.
It's going to make coffee and add hot chocolate to it, cafe mocha. Very popular drink. So this machine has all of your beans. There are 3 types of beans. It has hot chocolate powder in it, French vanilla powder in it. It also dispenses hot water for tea, which most stores don't use, but you're welcome to.
Oh.
And also while we're waiting, just so you know what this is if somebody's in a wheelchair. This is all Bunn equipment is wheelchair accessible. So if a customer's in a wheelchair, they push OK, and then they follow the screen and use the buttons, just menu buttons to scroll and pick what they want. So you can see I made a cafe mocha. It's putting hot chocolate in my cup and brewed coffee. It's a very popular drink. With this machine, coffee sales generally go up in the stores because it's a fresh product, and there's a lot of variety with this as well. There's no stopping a drink. Once it starts dispensing, it's dispensing. I'm going to get you to open the door. Yeah, pull. Okay. The whole door opens up. Now you can see what's inside. You've got your bean hoppers. So to fill the bean hoppers, you don't have to remove that. You just lift that, dump your coffee in. Okay. Try not to put different coffees. I put 1 bag of each coffee in there. Okay. You don't need to fill these things right up. As soon as it gets down to where you're starting to not the beans get down there, I would say put another bag in. Okay. So as you can see, there's a filter roll in here. The filter roll gathers up on there. The ground coffee, after it's made, this rolls ahead and dumps the ground coffee in here. This is your drip tray, so grab here and pull. This you empty into the sink. This comes out, there's where your coffee goes. Okay. It'll make about 40 cups before you have to empty that. When that is full, it's going to tell you to empty it, and it won't make any more coffee until it is emptied.
Oh, this one. Okay. Oh.
That's right. When coffee is brewed, it goes into this chamber, and then this chamber opens up and dumps all the coffee. So that's why I said once it starts dispensing coffee, it's dispensing coffee. What you have here on the door is a lot of instructions. So you've got all of your instructions are here on a decal. They're also on the front screen. When we do things, it's on the front screen. Okay. These are regular mixing chambers like you have on your. You've got other stores, right? And you've had yeah. So these come off for cleaning. You know, it tells you.
just come. Okay.
This part comes off. It's the same as all your other machines.
Okay. You just.
This comes out.
Yeah, and you select.
Yeah. This comes off. It's basically you see this.
So how often this needs cleaning and stuff?
The machine will tell you how often to clean
Oh,
it.
okay.
I would generally say once a week. It tells you to do it more often than that. But the machine does rinse itself. We're going to go through the rinsing and all that stuff. there's really not a lot. See, in here, you don't really need to move this. This is for removing the hopper. We don't recommend you remove the hopper. You don't need to. These containers you just lift up and pull out. It's exactly like your other Bunn machines. As far as replacing the filter roll, you can see the filter roll here. The red is your filter paper. Okay. There's an instructional video on YouTube if you're worried about it, but it's very easy.
On the
to
work
do.
jam? Okay, possible. On the work jam, I.
Yeah. So the filter roll paper looks like this. You're going to get about 1,500 cups out of that, so you won't be changing that for.
No.
Hopefully you'll change it, because you've used a lot of coffee.
So every time it will print like not printing. I'm thinking it's printing like.
No, this is for filtering your coffee.
Coffee. So this will just like move.
Yeah, this moves ahead and rolls up on there.
And just filter.
And then when this gets full, you cut it, you remove this thing, throw out that paper, and then feed it back on. It's exactly like this. It's absolutely simple. See the line? The red line? Yeah. This is just in here. There's nothing holding this in here. It's just like a roll of toilet paper, really.
So how you put the paper like if this is out? How to change it?
When you're putting a new roll in,
Yeah.
you just take your new roll,
Yeah.
unwrap a little bit, stick it in here, feed it exactly like
Or
this.
just manually? Okay.
Manually. There's a slot in there, you put it through, turn it a couple times, and then I'll show you on the front, you advance the paper roll. So there's a button. So whenever there's anything happening with this machine, if you see an I, that means information.
High information. Okay.
If you see I, it has information to tell you.
Okay.
We keep that information kind of hidden
Yeah.
because we don't want customers mucking with this. That's for you guys. So you see the I went away.
Right. So everything is.
There's
okay.
no information to tell you right now with the machine. Okay?
Are they?
So this button up here, this is your button to get into the machine to do other things.
So keep pressing. Yeah.
Press and hold.
Hold.
Takes about 10 seconds. We don't want that to be faster because we don't want customers doing that. Okay? Yeah. Where I said advanced paper roll, see when I push that, it moves the paper roll. I'll just show you how that works. See? See it moving?
Yeah.
Okay. What I also did was this button here is your safety button.
Okay.
So that nothing happens unless the door is closed. So to disable the safety button, you pull it out.
Okay.
Do you want to try that for me? Don't pull hard. Just pull till it clicks.
Okay.
Now push it back in. So if you're working in here changing the paper roll and you want to advance the roll and see that everything's
Pull it
going
out.
full, pull that out. Wrap your paper around and then just push advance paper roll. And it'll just wrap it on there a little bit.
Perfect.
It's super easy. There's also a YouTube video. There's tons of YouTube videos on this thing. But really, everything is on the machine. But if you feel comfortable watching a YouTube video and you want to, you're welcome to. Okay? So, once we're into this screen, you want to get out of this screen, just push that and we go back to our operator's screen.
Okay.
It will stay on the screen for about 30 seconds and then it'll just go into our video screen where it's what you saw before. So press and hold that for me again, please. The top? Yeah, the Bunn icon. Okay. So, clean screen. The reason that is because we want to clean the screen but not be pushing buttons. So if I push clean screen, it gives me 15 seconds to wipe that screen. Get all the fingerprints off or whatever's on there.
How to clean that? Solution or just a
Just as you clean any of your screens.
just a kind of
No, just a soft cloth.
software.
Can we use Windex as
No, no.
Nothing.
Would you use Windex on your touchscreen TV?
No.
Then don't use it on
Okay,
this.
got it.
It'll just make it cloudy and
Yeah.
you don't need to. All that's ever going to be on this screen is oil from people's fingers or a little bit of splatter. You don't need to use Windex or anything on
Maybe
this.
cloth or
A little bit of water, like a very tiny.
little.
Yeah. Okay. No vinegar, no
Yeah.
Windex. So you can see we've got things here. This active notices screen is for if there's something wrong with the machine, active notices will tell you what's wrong with the machine. So we'll just show you what's in active notices. The machine's brand new right now, so there is no active notices. But active notices would be for something like cause of alert. So if we had an information button here where it said it was out of beans, there would be a message, cause of alert, out of beans. It's like a history. It's a history of what the machine has had wrong with it. When I say wrong with it, it's not really like a fault. It's like out of beans, it was out of hot chocolate, it was out of French vanilla. It tells you all of these things. The paper roll needed to be changed. If the garbage bin is full, the machine will not work. Okay? And it will say active notice. The reason the machine wasn't working was because you didn't empty the coffee bin. So that would be for the owner or the manager to come in and say, why was the machine, so a customer called, said I couldn't get a coffee today. You come in, first thing you're going to do is go to your machine before you talk to your staff and say, like, what happened with this machine? Go into active notices.
So in the notice, will it say change your garbage?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, any alert that the machine tells you, just like your car. If your car runs out of windshield washer fluid, or your gas was low, or anything, or you need an oil change
There's an
warning,
indicator for that.
it's an active notice in your car. It's an active notice on a coffee machine.
Okay.
Okay. Or if there's a fault, like if there's an actual something goes wrong, like brew motor or something, where a technician comes. If I'm a technician and I come here, first thing I do is I look in active notices to see what was wrong with this machine. Also, if your water is shut off, if somebody shuts your water off, like a plumber comes in here, customer goes to use the machine doesn't work because it's got no water to it, there will be an active notice, water interrupted to the machine. So you always know what happened with this machine.
Right.
There's no skipping the notices. I don't want to overtalk that because it's not a big deal. It's information for you. Okay? There's always the back button to back out of where we were before. Okay. So the most important reason we go into this, I showed you advanced, you don't need to do. Advanced is when we put new graphics on the screen, or if we put a new product in here for you, we go into advanced and the technician uses advanced. So don't worry about that button. Okay. If you want to look at it, it has a password. You don't have a password, you can't get
No,
it.
we don't know.
It was for, I think the door was opened.
Oh, there we go. Back. Okay. So, care and cleaning. If you push care and cleaning for me. This is what we use the most. So when I said if you looked at a video or something, everything that would be on a video is on the screen in picture. So we call everything picture prompted. There is no manual to look at how to clean this machine. It's all right here. Okay. So we're going to do a rinse. Before you ever push buttons on the machine, read. Okay? So I saw you were ready to push, but read first. So we're going to do a rinse. First thing it wants us to do is open the door. Okay? Then it's saying ensure any loose grounds around the brew area. We see we have some brushes here. So number 2, it was telling us remove any loose grounds. This is when the coffee gets ground, it goes into here. So it's just asking us to make sure that there's no coffee. See the little bit of flakes coming off? You can try. Just that coffee funnel. It's really not a big deal. There's not going to be a lot of...
Do we also need to change that? Let me see what's in there.
There's
Okay,
nothing in
there
there.
is nothing. I thought that there is a filter inside.
I'm going to show you how it works when we actually do a coffee
came
brew.
like a little bit
Yeah,
more.
that's good. That's what it's asking you to do. Good.
That's it?
That's it. Okay. This other one here is for these. Basically, that tube there.
Oh, okay.
You know, this comes off.
Yeah, okay.
And you can clean that
Yeah,
too.
just clean that.
If you're cleaning this, that's never going to plug.
Good.
So number 2, it told us to ensure any loose grounds. Ensure paper roll is correctly installed. Our paper roll is correctly installed. We haven't removed it yet. Close the door. Now you should have got a pitcher with this machine, a 64-ounce pitcher. I don't know where it is. So I'm going to use it.
Sitting there when I installed it on Saturday.
It was?
It was with that box and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. I don't know where it went to, but we'll just use a couple of these. So if you push the start button, now it's going to do a rinse. What it's going to do is rinse that black thing that you did the coffee grounds.
Okay.
Okay, so the only that area that we just cleaned, it will only rinse that one,
And
right?
it's also going to rinse those two powder.
Okay.
So if you're looking for something to do in the meantime, we should wash these, and they're not leaking. We can get these cleaned up and ready to go. And then, that'll be all set. That's okay, it's not waiting now.
This is just showing you the elapsed time.
Yeah.
You don't want to open the door or anything during this process, just leave it. So this is something you need to do daily, every day.
This one rinses daily.
And if you don't do it, this is where you need the pictures.
Are we going to be moving this again?
So that picture, when we find it, that will cover.
I like how excellent. Okay, merchandising.
If you don't have the picture, 2 large cups.
Okay.
This is your daily cleaning. That's it.
That's it, done.
Okay. If you don't do it, there'll be an information bar. If you see an eye, that means you need to look at it. And this is something with all the stores. I go into the stores and I say, there's an eye there. Why is there an eye on your machine? They're like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, push it and have a look. They will tell you. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of the machine.
It will come automatic.
If you saw an eye here, it means there's information for you that you need to read. So the one information that you'll see, if you don't rinse your machine, there'll be an eye there tomorrow. 24 hours from right now. I just rinsed the machine right now. So what time is it? Tomorrow morning at 9:37, there will be an eye on this machine
Oh, okay.
that says
Every 24 hours.
you need to rinse your machine. Yeah. So every day we rinse the machine, once a
We'll be
week.
thinking maybe at night time.
You can do it as many times a day as you want.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it whenever you like.
Yeah. But after the last rinsing, it will 24 hours at next.
You're forced to do it in 24 hours. You can do it as much as you
Oh.
want. All it's doing is it's rinsing this, making this nice and clean, making this nice and clean, and making this nice and clean. That's all it's doing.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's rinsing out. This is your brew box, right? So when we make coffee, it makes the coffee in here. I'm actually gonna. You guys haven't seen how this thing makes coffee, so let's make it. I don't want to keep using cups.
चल लेंगे कितनी क्लिक चाहिए
आधे घंटे की होएगी
कोई
मैं यूट्यूब पे पा दूँगा कुछ लिंक शेयर कर दिया ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਕਰਨਾ ਵਾ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਖੋਲ ਕੇ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਨੂੰ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਨਾ ਫਿਰ ਸੇਫਟੀ ਆਫ ਆ
इमरजेंसी ओनली इतना करेगा इमरजेंसी वाले शट डाउन
ਓਕੇ
ऑफिस वाला भी इतना ही
ਠੀਕ ਆ
हाँ, मतलब बंद हो गया
ਹਾਂ
Okay, guys, we're just going to show you. We're going to show you how this works. So, the reason I pulled the button out.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm going to get you. I want you to push all the buttons. Don't close the door all the way because we got the figure. So you're going to kind of stand where you can watch on both sides. You're going to stand like this. Come stand here. Okay, now you push the button. Now I want you to watch on this side too. So I want you to stand right here.
Oh, okay.
yeah
This way. Push host button. Okay, press spark up. Now hit start and try to watch what happens. This is so you understand how this machine works. So how house blend that's taken out of that hopper, it's grinding it, putting it in the funnel. This is why we need the clean grounds out, because you see, now it adds hot water. Now if you look in here, it's kind of percolating it a little bit, it's pumping some air in there. Then it puts it into this box. Add some more water. This is how we're able to make coffee really fast, really strong, really fresh. The reason we put it in a box like this too is we want it to all mix. We don't want like weak coffee and strong coffee. It mixes in this box, and see how it's pumping air in there and kind of mixing it too. And then it opens that valve out. So now you understand how it works, right?
Yeah.
It's very simple. Do not be scared of the machine. It's a very simple machine. Then it closes the thing. So when we rinse, what we're doing is we're rinsing that, we're rinsing that, we're rinsing this thing, we're rinsing this box, and then we're dumping everything into the pitcher. Very simple.
Okay.
Cool, eh?
Very much cool.
You know how to remove this, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. This nothing needs to go in a dishwasher. I don't know if you have a dishwasher, but everything is just rinse. There's nothing to scrub or use any kind of chemical cleaner on. You know how to take this out? This has to come out first, and then this comes out. The reason it says this side out, if that sticker ever comes off, is just so you know, I want you to know what everything is for. You see there's a magnet on the back there. You see there's a magnet reader.
Right.
If I put this thing in this way, it won't know that this is in there, and the machine won't work.
And if we are out of the filter paper, then also the machine will not work.
Machine will not work.
I hit I. Information.
Yeah, information that will tell us.
So, if you're out of beans, if the filter paper doesn't work, what will happen is the icons on the screen that are for those drinks will disappear, but you'll still be able to get hot chocolate and French milk.
Okay.
Vice versa, if you're out of powder, those drinks will disappear. You can still make a coffee, but you can't make a powder drink.
Okay.
So what you see on here for drinks, you see how they're all lit up?
Yeah.
Hey.
They're all lit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we're out of beans, those will be gray.
The
So
opacity
they
will
don't
be
work.
less.
Customer can push them, but they won't work because you'll also have an information thing saying, hey, you're out of beans. But that's why those won't work. Same thing as if you're out of chocolate powder, this thing will turn gray. So you go push hot chocolate, it won't work.
Good.
Because and then there'll also be an information thing. Push it, oh, fill hot chocolate powder. Okay? Very, very simple.
Yeah.
So, do you have any questions at all about anything I've gone over so far? And ask any question you want. I don't care. Like, whatever you want, ask.
So the I information will stay there until we take action.
Until you take action.
Maybe 2 hours, 1 day, it will stay there.
It could be there for a long time. And it is. At a lot of stores, I'll go to a store and I'm like, how long's that been there?
That shouldn't be there.
That should never be there.
Yes. No, it will be there. I mean,
Well, it should be there.
yeah, but should never be there.
Whenever you come over here to fill your creamers and stuff, you just look at the machine. You can always pop the door open, have a quick look, you know.
All good, all good.
Yeah. If you ever see, you're never going to see anything here that's out of the road without an information thing coming up, right? So, any questions?
No question.
So the last thing we're going to do, which is the hardest thing to do, which is also super easy, is we're going to clean the machine. So we're going to pretend it's 7 days from now. I want you to clean the machine. So how do you get into cleaning? Push. Okay. Hang on. Okay. So you see we're on rinse. I want you to select clean. Okay. Now we're going to read it. Ensure the paper roll is installed. Ensure doors are closed now. Press start and follow the prompts.
Right? So this was
Please do not open the door until prompted. Now it's asking you to open the door. Open the door, brush grounds, close doors. So we're going to open the door. We're going to brush grounds. Most of the time there's not going to be anything there. So. Yeah, hang it back up. Close door, press continue. It's going to do a quick rinse and move those that you just brushed. It's just going to sweep those away. So we have cleaning tablets for this machine. Good. Okay. Tastes terrible. Of course I had to try them.
I'm not trying that.
Okay, so now let's go on to our next step. Open the door, insert a tablet into the funnel, and close the door. Get the tablet, drop it in the funnel, close the door, press continue. So I've got all of your coffee stuff in this one box. Everything that came with your machines. So now it's asking us to place a 64-ounce container. I'm going to go empty a couple of these. Just don't continue.
ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਇਹ ਪਿਆ ਭਾਜੀ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਉੱਥੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਇਹ ਆ ਜੱਗਿਆ ਪਿਆ ਦੇਖਿਆ ਉੱਥੇ ਪਿਆ ਸ਼ਾਇਦ ਆ ਫੜਿਓ ਜਰਾ
This is the picture that comes with the machine. Now we don't have to worry about cups. So placed our picture, press continue. So now this takes a little bit of time, and it shows you the elapsed time as it's happening.
Like 5 minutes, maybe.
About that. So this, what it does is it dissolves that coffee pill, and it lets it work. You know, like it lets the soap take some work on it. This is. Have you met Glenn?
Hi, Glenn.
Hello.
Glenn is with.
Nice to meet you.
sorry
Glenn's with Bunn. He's based in Calgary. He's our technical manager for all of Western Canada. I clean up his messes. Yeah, he does all the work. So, I mean, whenever I'm in town, I'll drop by and check on you guys. Glenn might drop by periodically just to have a look, because this is one of our first newest stores. We have some more new stores coming. We want to make sure you guys are all happy with it. But there's Glenn. Do you know where?
That's supposed to be provided by Bunn, sir. Give me, I'll send an email right now. Stop that in order.
ਅੱਛਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ
There's going to be a 1-800 number sticker on this machine,
Okay.
and
Where
that's
is that? On the other side? Or inside?
we didn't send you a sticker with the machine.
It was on the out of the box and on the counter when I arrived.
Okay. Okay.
And then it was like out of the box.
Yeah.
So it's pointing on the
Yeah.
It's been a while, but Trevor
He installed your machine for you, Trevor. And if you have issues with the machine, it'd be likely Trevor or Trevor's company come to fix the machine. Very good company. Great techs.
we tried.
Yeah, really good techs.
I think it was. It is
Okay. Is the line call machine? I look like it is.
Yes. Yeah, because right after that, you know,
Here's the number. I just sent that to your phone, too.
Do you want to take down this number until we get your sticker?
Yeah, sure. Take it.
So if you have any issue with this machine, that's the number you call. And there will be a sticker put on your machine.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I just mentioned that.
God, with the pump springs velocity. That was like years ago. Freaking awesome. I love it. That was like a rich person. You're going back there. Be going back there. Okay, there is no Bunn equipment. Yeah. It's Curtis. What is it, Glenn? Total 5 minutes, maybe?
What?
The whole process.
About 7 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yes.
Worst thing with this is if you don't have the cleaning, and you're running with cups.
Right. No, that's a good one.
Glad we found that.
How are you? Glenn? Joel? Yeah, that's right. How's it been going?
Busy.
Good.
Saskatoon next.
ट्रैवल स्कूल ना तो ऑर्डर करनी है एवरीथिंग
No, I'm actually leading the whole category management team. I'm only covering for coffee until I can find a replacement.
Now, do I feel
So to remove powder hopper.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so empty and replace the pitcher before continuing.
Yeah. I have. Yeah.
so?
So when we do new build, they build it in. Yeah.
Or this could be an ideal space. I mean, you know, hot dogs.
Can I put one of those in my house?
It's a 100% better than having it. I'm not a fan of just having
Okay. Yeah. So are you proposing a retrofit or what are you looking for?
Well, sorry, just checking with the. So now it's telling us all those things with the powder hopper, which you don't need to do. You've had a store for a while? You've got other stores. You familiar with the iMix, the hot chocolate machine? You know the one that we took down from today, the one that has hot chocolate and English toffee and that.
Yeah.
So however often frequency you felt like you needed to clean that, I would say for sure once a month. If it was me, I would
Yeah.
clean it. If it was me, I'd clean it once a month. It's really easy to do.
Okay.
So it's just telling us the steps for that. It's just going to rinse the. If you do your powder rinsing every day, those things are never going to get dirty. You see, it's nothing coming out now. So now it's saying ensure you have a soft cloth to do the screen. Press start. Disables the screen. Wipe the screen down.
And these tablets are available through Cormark.
Cormark.
What it's called?
It's got an item number on it. It's the Sure Immersion cleaning cabs. They are. Joe. So on your order sheets, their cleaning supplies are set up as stock items,
Yes.
right?
No, they're non-saleable at Cormark though.
Non-sellable.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So you need to order it for your non-saleable accounts. You're obviously not.
Okay. Can I show you?
Same with filters too. They're all set up at Cormark.
Can I show you guys one little trick?
We're done now. Cleaning's done.
Oh.
Okay. If you touch and hold this,
Yeah.
this screen comes up. Did Greg cover this?
Right. Yeah.
But if you go here, advanced, and go 6601, you can go into statistics, and you can see how many cups this machine has made. If you want to track it by the day, by the week, you can do that. So if you wanted to see,
Let's go back again to it.
what?
Let's go.
Because not all of our sites come in. This one does.
6601.
Extract that data.
Enter.
What's it called?
So now go to statistics.
No, I remember Ron telling me.
And there, so you can see how many cups you've done, small, medium, large, extra large. If you go to this, it will tell you how many pounds you've gone through a product. That also gives you a summary report, okay? But here's the other thing. If you go to
You're right. No, there's
reports,
that. So we're here to.
if you put a blank USB, has to be blank, in here, you can export all that data. Total beverage report, hourly beverage reports, if you want to see where your peak periods are during the day, and the total beverage database on total of cups and products, you can pull all of that off the machine.
Good to know that. Yeah.
this is what I need to achieve for sales, and like, we're far exceeded it. It's like,
And this will give you any notices that the machine
you
has.
wanted this many drinks a day per day for your life.
Thank you very much.
Right.
So we can have we can